Welcome back to the RV Rundown. I'm your host, Barry, and today we're taking a look at the 2024 SportTrek 343 VBH. You know, it's been a couple of years since we looked at this particular model from Venture, and I'm pleasantly surprised. A lot of things are the same, but overall, it still has that full-on quality family bunkhouse feel that I think a lot of people like. Here in the living room, right across from our entry door, we have theater seating that's directly across from our TV. Now this is set up with a fireplace down low, so that's going to put out some heat in the winter time. We've got some storage, a JBL soundbar, a Sansui flat screen TV, but this is mounted on a swivel mount, so you can change the direction of it, whether you want to see from the kitchen, from the couch, or even from the dinette. We can kind of angle it so that whoever is needing to watch the TV can. Right behind that, there's a door that leads into the full bathroom. This is kind of the main bathroom of the unit. It has a big stand-up glass enclosed shower with a skylight up above, a porcelain foot flush toilet, medicine cabinet, a small stainless steel sink, as well as some storage down below that. Additionally, in the bathroom, you'll find a strange little button on the wall, and that is going to be our Level Mate Pro system. Now we have another video explaining how all this works and how to set it up. If you'd like to watch it, we'll link it up above. In this bathroom too, you will see that there is a Fagati hot water controller. Now this is a tankless system, which means that if you're in a campground where you can easily dump your tanks, you can take a nice long hot shower as long as you've got water running to you. Now this bathroom is a pass-through bathroom, which means it has two doors, one of which leads into the main bedroom. The primary bedroom of this camper features a queen bed on a slide that runs out. It's got some storage up above, a window behind to let a cross breeze through the bedroom. And then this is laid out slightly different than the traditional travel trailer thanks to that east-west bed. We have a lot of storage here. We've got that large automotive grade windshield. We've got some drawers down low and really just a place to set up getting ready in the morning to put your things down. One thing that Venture has done really well is they put plugs in all of the places that you think they would be. So if you're sitting down, laying down, or have a spot that looks like somewhere you might plug something up, you're going to find a plug. So like on top of these two storage units, you can see we've got 110 on each side. Over the bed, they put in some little shelves with plugs, both USB and 110. It's just really smart that they have all these things in here. There's traditional storage up under the bed. There's a strut-assisted lift. It's a nice large box to put away all those things that you maybe don't access all of the time. And at the foot of the bed, we have an in-a-flame fireplace built into our chest of drawers here. This is electric. It's going to put out heat in the winter. It's really going to help keep your LP bills down and not use so much of that for your furnace. There's hidden storage in the form of this lift-up countertop, a few drawers, and some other space on each side. Now up high, they did put in a TV backer, so directly across from our bed, we do have the ability to install a small flat screen here. I think that's really cool. Now this is a 50 amp service camper, and there's two air conditioners on it, one of which is right here above the primary bedroom. Now I want to walk back towards the kitchen and show you some of the things there. The kitchen itself is small, but it's pretty well equipped. We've got a few things going on here that I find admirable what any company does. We've got solid surface countertops. We have a big high-rise faucet that's on an extension, so washing out those pots and pans is easy, and that's accentuated by this large single basin stainless steel sink. And they know it's a small kitchen, and they've included this sink cover, which is really going to help extend that prep space. In addition to extending prep space by these sink covers, they've given us the glass cover over our 3-burner stove. Again, just making it so that we have the ability to use as much counter space as possible. Below that 3-burner stove, you're going to find an oven. Up above, a nice microwave. We've got storage built in all the way around everything. And Venture's given us a cool little cutting board that's hung up on the wall there. There's a window in this kitchen so you can see the kids playing out in the patio area. I know that's important for some people. Next to the kitchen, we have our Furrion refrigerator. It's a 12-volt model, and it's got a freezer compartment up high and a nice large refrigerator compartment down low. The kitchen has a little bit of a hidden feature too. On the end, the cabinetry opens up right by the entryway here, and there's a plug up high, both USB and 110. So if you're the type of person that wants to hide your phone and keys and not look at that stuff right as soon as you get into camp, you can do that. You can plug them up, have them charging, out of sight, out of mind. If the storage in the kitchen wrapping around the sink and the refrigerator and the microwave is not enough, Venture has included a nice large pantry area where we have multiple shelves that stack up. So we can hide away our dry goods, our cans, our chips, our snacks, all have a place to live that's easily accessible from right here in the kitchen. As far as dining goes, this is set up with a traditional booth dinette. A lot of people like these because it doubles as a bed. It's pretty easy to do. The legs come off of the tabletop drops down, and the cushions slide out over it just to make an extra little guest bed should you need it. Down below, there's a couple of cabinet doors. When opened, they reveal some storage bins for whatever else you may need to carry around. The door that's to the right of the refrigerator opens to reveal a half bath. This is kind of cool because it has its own entry from the outside, which means getting in and out on trips is going to be pretty quick. There's a foot flush toilet that's porcelain. We have a single stainless steel basin sink with some storage down below, a medicine cabinet up high, as well as a fan. It's a pretty good layout. At the very back of the camper, we have the bunk room. So this is awesome because it has a slide. It's big and open. We can easily sleep 4 kids back here, potentially maybe even 5, depending on how big the kids are. But we've got dedicated bunks in the form of a double wide up high, a single wide down low. There's storage in underneath that. There's a built-in ladder. These will support 250 pounds very easily. And notice behind me that it says TV backer location, and we've got a couple of plugs up high. That's because we have the ability to install a flat screen TV right here on the wall above the TV, which if put on a swivel mount means that you could watch it from the beds or from the sofa that's in the slide. That sofa also doubles as another place to sleep, as it's a jackknife. It'll lay flat and create another bed. And to give you head space, they took that upper bunk with that 250-pound capacity and made it fold up and away and lock out so that you can get up and down off that couch with ease. But if we wanted to, 4 beds go back here, super easy. We also have the ability to install a small table. They put in the puck in the floor so we can expand our dining from that little 4-seater to back here. So from a family perspective, mom and pop get the theater seating across from the TV up front. The kids get the bunk room with a TV on the wall, their own private dining, and they hide away back here watching Cars over and over and over and over again. You know how it goes with these little kids. The kids have extra closet space in the form of this cabinet that's tucked away. There's hanging space as well as shelving up high. Before we head outside, I want to address the control panel and what this thing looks like with the slides in at a quick pit stop. So right when we come through the door, we've got a couple of things going on. We have a hanging closet here so we can stash away coats or whatever else. Up above it, you'll notice this Go Power solar charge controller monitor. So there is a solar panel up on the roof. It's designed to keep your 12-volt systems topped off. It's not really designed to run things for an extended period of time, but this is going to let you know what's going on between your battery and that solar panel. Just to the left of that solar control panel, we have our primary control panel. So this is what's going to run your slides in and out, allow you to check your tank levels. It's kind of your all-in-one system. It also has your main light switches. So as soon as you come in the door, this top row lets you flip on a bunch of the lights. And then it can be paired to a phone so that you can run everything from an app if you choose to. I think that's kind of neat. So what I want to do is close everything up and let's see what's accessible at that quick pit stop. There it is. So with the slides all the way in, I can easily step up through my main door and get to this closet, my sink, even into this cabinetry that's right here. But it's a squeeze to get around. I'd have to climb or let the slide out a little bit to get back over to that refrigerator or the pantry space. However, remember that this has a second door that leads up into the half bath, that we can come through that door and get to our refrigerator. So not only can we leave all of the slides in, jump up into that half bath and come into this kitchen, we can come up through our front door too and access some of the things here. So at a quick pit stop, this thing's actually pretty good. Let's open everything back up and check out some of the exterior features. Stepping out onto the patio side of the 343, we have one big electric awning that covers up both of our doors and gives us a nice covered patio space. It's LED lit. It runs out at the touch of a button and the lights flip on and off from the control panel that's inside. At the very front of the camper, we have a small pass-through storage compartment. It's not quite as large thanks to that nice bedroom that we've got up front, but hey, it still has pass-through storage in the very front. They're running Goodyear Endurance tires on this rig, which I think is nice. It's a brand name that a lot of folks will love. And those automotive style aluminum wheels just give it a really good look. In terms of our entryways, we have large grab handles and the step above entry stairs, which have the adjustable legs that make contact with the ground and really have a solid feeling going in and out. Now this does have those two doors that we saw inside. One of them's a direct entrance into that half bath. I like that a lot because at a quick pit stop, there's no running slides in and out. There's no messing with things. You literally just open the door and go to the bathroom. That's also good for beach vacations or places where you don't want the kids running in and out through the camper a lot. If they just got to use the bathroom, that's a cool way to do it. At the very end, we have our outdoor kitchen and entertainment. It's covered by this nice insulated baggage door that's on a strut assist. We've got a TV up high, some cabinetry that you can see here for storage, nice shelf space, a sink, a griddle, and a refrigerator. Now this sink has a detachable wand on it, which I think is really cool. Having this extendable spray port here means that we can rinse off bikes, dirty kids, dirty dogs, whatever you can think of, and it's a hot and cold water connection that's all right there. That's pretty cool. At the back of the vehicle, we have a ladder leading up to a fully walkable roof. This is permanently attached, so we don't have to pop it on and off like some of the modern Lippert variations. Our Fagatti hot water heater, this is a tankless system. It's accessible right here as well. So is our tank flush, and up high, we are set up for a backup camera. Now it's not already installed, but it's a plug and play system. So all the wiring's right there. All you gotta do is buy the aftermarket kit and pop it in. Down low, you'll notice that we do have a 2-inch receiver hitch. This is more of an accessories hitch, so think baskets and bike racks rather than tandem towing. Coming on to the off-door side, we have all of our primary slides for this unit. Now, something about Venture RV that I really like is they use BAL componentry instead of Lippert, which to me just looks significantly beefier. If we squat down and look up underneath these slides, you're going to find a rack and pinion mechanical drive through slide system. It's tough, it's big, it's beefy. It's something that looks like it's going to function for years to come. And we've been selling these Ventures for a few years now, and we haven't had any problems with slide issues come back on them. So I think there's a lot to be said for that. Right in between our rear two slides, we have the docking station, our shore power out, as well as another tank flush spot. This has multiple tanks on board. The docking station's cool because it lets you lock away your water connections and your cable and satellite in. I didn't mention it on the patio side, but all of our windows are frameless, which gives it a really clean look. And anywhere Venture can, they've carved out some extra storage. A great example of this is this insulated baggage door with a magnetic catch and slam latches that's underneath our bed. So they saw a dead space. They said, hey, we can add storage here, and they did it. I love it when companies do this because it's just a little bit of extra work to give you a lot more. Right up front, we have that pass-through storage that we saw on the patio side. And at the very front, we have this molded front cap. This has a very automotive look. It certainly is enhanced by the fact that we have an automotive grade windshield up here with some nice little marker lighting up above. Large propane tanks. Our battery tray has a built-in battery cutoff switch up under there. And this is running the BAL stabilization system, which is a little different and unique compared to some of the other campers out there. A lot of times our stabilization jacks are run from separate switches. Here we have a control panel on top of our jack that runs everything. So we can power it on, we can choose whether we're extending or retracting, and whether it's going to be the tongue jack or individual stab jacks, or we can run all of our stabilization jacks down at once. I really like that because it speeds up the process of setting up camp. Overall, I think Venture RV has done an excellent job of building a family bunkhouse here. The 343 VBH has room for everybody. It has room to get up and get ready in the morning thanks to that second half bath that's in there. All the way around, it's just kind of an awesome trailer, from all of the BAL parts to just the simple componentry that's inside and the beautiful looks of it. I think it's definitely something that's worth seeing for yourself in person. You can visit us at Southern RV, see us online at southernrv.com, or give us a call with any questions at 770-477-0552. And please like, comment, subscribe, share. It really helps out our channel. And until next time, happy camping.